Hi friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So today we are going to discuss one more rare Hindu sign. You'll not find its details, its mentions in majority of the books of the palmistry. Actually, yesterday what I had in mind was to present a wealth sign related video in front of you guys. So I was just collating information because the practice which I always follow is that before presenting any topic to you, I do its research in different books. I even match its signification in the real lives of the people of all the palm images and palm patterns which I have in my possession. Then only I present it to you. So those wealth signs which I have not covered so far, I was just kind of collating those informations, those different patterns. So somehow I realized that there is one pattern which needs to be presented to you in an exclusive video. There are so many layers of this pattern. So this is how where we are. So to understand that pattern, you have to give significance to the thumb. That pattern is found on the thumb. When I say thumb, thumb is very important. Thumb is the soul of your hand. No matter how many negative signs are present on the rest of the palm, but if the thumb is strong, the person has the necessary willpower and determination to put a guard on all those adversities, all those negativities which are trying to pose a threat in that person's life. So the signs which we are going to discuss is, first of all, today we are going to discuss about the Nadi Shastra. Nadi Shastra, the astropalmistry. Astropalmistry is that branch of the the meta sciences, the palmistry, where just by studying the pattern found on your palm, an astrological chart can be drawn. So all those people who do not know their accurate birth details, or even all those people who practice astrology and palmistry simultaneously, they are aware of this science where just by looking at and studying someone's specific signs marked on the palm, an accurate birth chart, that natal chart at the time when you were born, can be exactly drawn. So like the way for very like a very basic example, what has been written in the astropalmistry books is that any point of time you'll find this kind of eye kind of formation at the center of the thumb, between both the phalanges, the will phalange and the logic phalange. You'll find this kind of pattern exclusively in someone's right thumb. So this would just indicate that there remains to be high possibilities that the person was born in the Krishna Paksh. It means the dark fortnight of the moon. And if that will be found on the left thumb, so this would just indicate that the person was born in the Shukla Paksh, the bright fortnight of the moon. And if it will be found on both the thumbs, then there remains to be a little bit discrepancy, and then you need to look at other signs. So this is how there are certain patterns which indicate towards and which helps even in drawing someone's birth chart by studying the palm. So now in this video what we are going to discuss is that there are certain signs which we will discuss subsequently. So to begin with, there are certain signs which you need to study on the thumb, which holds a lot of significance. So any point of time you'll find the symbol of flag anywhere on the thumb. So something like this. So as you know that thumb represents will, determination. The archetype qualities of the flag sign is that the flag just tells about capacity to attain good power, rising to the position of power. So this kind of pattern on the thumb, this is a rare pattern. It's generally seen in the hands of all those people who are in a prominent places in the society, in the respectable places in the society, as well as the top politicians. In their hand, this kind of flag kind of formation has been seen on the thumb. This is a rare pattern, rare formation to be seen on someone's thumb. Next is the symbol of cross or plus sign. So generally what has been written in the Nadi Shastra and what has been seen is that any point of time you will find this kind of cross kind of formation on the face of the thumb, on the first phalange. This is a rare kind of formation, you will not find it. So this would indicate that it has been generally seen in the research with this kind of pattern. People have in their natal astrological chart Saturn, Mars, or either Rahu Ketu, either on their ascendant or the preceding or the successive house from the ascendant. So either this pattern would indicate that the Mars, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu will be either present in the ascendant or in the second house or in the 12th house with this kind of pattern. Next comes another sign, which is the sign of trident. Trident, which just tells about mental brilliance. Trident tells about three things: spirituality, prosperity, and the abundance. So any point of time, this kind of trident kind of formation is found anywhere on the thumb. So this would just indicate that the first of all person would remain to be lucky. This also indicate that the person has done some good deeds in the past life. So it indicates that the person is reaping good fruits in this life because of the good deeds done in the past life. So this is with the trident kind of formation. Next is any point of time you'll find V mark. You know, V mark is associated with the Lord Vishnu. So if any point of time you'll find V mark anywhere on the either on the second flange or on the top flange, this would just indicate that the person would get due respect, due status in the society. But many times it has been seen that these kind of respect and kind of good position and wealth generally comes after facing little bit of the struggle in the first half of the life. So this is with the V mark anywhere on the thumb. Next comes the symbol of star. See, star on the thumb just represents sudden events, sudden unexpected unpredictable events, and generally when you will find this sign of symbol of star on the second flange. So here this symbol exclusively relates to the windfall and unpredictable gain of wealth only. So this could be some legacy, this could be some inheritance, this could be a lottery. So a symbol of star on the second flange would indicate that only. Next comes the symbol of square. Square, it's a symbol of protection. It's just going to protect you from any kind of losses, any kind of threats, any kind of accidents. And as the second flange of our thumb represents our logical abilities, so this would also protect and preserve someone's thinking process as well. Now the last in the series of the signs, different signs on the thumb, is tree kind of formation. This kind of tree which I am talking about. So what has been believed in like Hinduism is that they are like two fulfilling entities. One is a cow, holy cow, which is known as Kamdhenu Gai, and second is the Kalpavriksha, which is considered as very sacred, which fulfills someone's wishes. So any point of time you will find this kind of pattern, and just remain very watchful and very careful. This is an exclusive sign. Never ever get confused with this kind of line making this kind of formation. This is a tesseled kind of formation, which is a negative pattern. This is just indicating loss and dissipation of the energy. I am talking about an exclusive this kind of formation. So this, if found over here, would just tell about wish fulfillment. This is considered as very lucky. This is a Kalpavriksha kind of formation, which on the thumb is considered as very lucky. Now coming to some of the Egyptian and runic palmistry signs. All those people, like the way I always say, there are different verticals of the palmistry: Chinese palmistry, Western palmistry, Egyptian palmistry, Greek palmistry. So there are certain signs like symbol of this kind of pattern, if found anywhere on the second flange, would just indicate travel. So this symbol Raidaho, if found on the second flange, would indicate travel. Second comes a symbol which looks like a beta, which is known as Baroque. So something like this. This would indicate new beginnings. And last is Evas, which is like in a M kind of formation. So if found on the second flange of the thumb, would indicate is considered as lucky, is a sign of prosperity, and M sign, which in palmistry represents money and marriage. So from that perspective as well, this would be considered as good. Now this was about the specific signs if found on the thumb. Now comes the most important part, because of which I have made this video. So which is on specific lines found on the thumb. So the first line is like the way I was talking about this Yav kind of pattern. So any point of time, so if this is your thumb, so this is, if this kind of pattern is something like this, which I am talking about. This line, the first line on the thumb, is known as the wheat line or Pushpa Rekha. This would just indicate, this wheat line Pushpa Rekha is generally, if it is found in an eye kind of formation, this is considered as very lucky. In an older palmistry text, this is even seen and considered as the Buddha's eye, Lord Buddha's eye. So if it will have a dot kind of pattern inside it, this will be considered as very lucky. Person will have very humanitarian qualities. This would be as good as the fish kind of sign, only if it would be exclusively formed without any gap, without any opening. So this is with the first kind of line which you will find on the thumb, which is known as the wheat line or Pushpa Rekha. Pushpa is a Hindi word which means flower in English. Flower means, this would indicate that the person will bloom in this lifetime. So if you will find it like this kind of formation, this would just indicate all the good qualities, even equivalent to the fish sign. And next is, any point of time you will find it to be in a double kind of line kind of formation. So this would just indicate in certain like this, in a double line kind of formation. So this would just indicate high expenses. Person is facing lot of expenses. Person's lifestyle involves lots of expenditure, which would be indicated by this kind of double kind of line kind of formation. And any point of time, you'll find this line to be distorted. So something like this. You know, something like this. Its face is open and there's a line which is going inside it. So this would indicate high losses, and this is not considered as a very good sign. So this is with this kind of formation where the line on the thumb is going something like this inside a thumb. The face is open and this is the thumb. So this is what I am talking about. Now when it comes to aging, this yav kind of pattern, which is also known as yav, this yav pattern or wheat line or pushpa rekha, this can be timed and aged as well. And when it comes to aging this pattern, it always gets aged from the finger side. So you'll start aging it from over this portion and you will go towards the outside side, outside of the thumb. So the way of aging it is that, let's say for example, if this is your thumb and this is the line which I am talking about, so you need to divide it in equal 3 parts. Generally this whole line is seen as 80 years of the age. So the center point would just indicate towards 38 to 42 years of the age. So let's say for example, if this yav kind of pattern is unafflicted without any defects, so this would be considered as lucky. But let's say for example, if the first half is considered as defective, then that might remain to be a case that the person's finances would take a toll in the first half of his life. So this is with the yav kind of pattern. Next is so we have understood this kind of first line found on the thumb. Second is the madhur rekha. So madhur madhur is a Hindi word which in English means sweet. So generally this kind of pattern is a rare pattern which indicates about sweetness of the soul. So all the humanitarians or the people who are very much engaged in spirituality, charitable acts, humanitarian acts, you'll find this kind of madhur rekha kind of combination in their palm. So actually what we are going to do is that this is the first line which we have discussed, the wheat line, and the last is going to be this malika rekha. Sixth would remain to be this. In between we are drawing one and one more lines. So the second line, the madhur rekha, would be found over here in this kind of pattern, which would indicate sweetness of the soul. Third is the mandar rekha. So mandar is a word, is a Hindi word which in mythology, Hindu mythology, represents a mountain. So actually what happened in Hindu mythological tales, that there was a battle which took place between the demons and the gods, and that battle was fought with an objective of churning out the immortal nectar, the amrit, immortal nectar, from the core of from the depth of the ocean. So this mountain, the Mandar mountain, was used as a stick to churn the ocean, to churn the sea, to bring out the immortal nectar. So this, if found on someone's thumb, this third line which I am talking about would just indicate about foreign travels, traveling from across the sea, churning the sea, traveling the sea. So this is the significance of the third Mandar rekha. Next 4 is the Man rekha, so which would be somewhat over here. So man rekha just indicate, like the way the man is a Hindi word for the mind, like the way the mind keeps on getting too many, too many thoughts, too many imagination. So this line just indicate plurality of the relationship. So this is with the man rekha. Next comes the rati rekha, which is very important. When it comes to Hindu palmistry, generally what happens is that the Western palmistry, when it comes to relationship, they either look at the mount of the Mercury for the union line, they either look at the heart line, or they generally look at the mount of the Venus. But in Hindu palmistry, or even in the case of they also look at the fate line. But when it comes to Hindu palmistry, this rati rekha has been given a lot of significance. Rati is a Hindi word which in English means lust, which in English means desire. So this is the rati rekha which I am talking about, which is found over here. So this rati rekha, if it is found in an unafflicted condition, this would just indicate that the person will chances would remain to be high that the person will not face any problem in his marital life, in his relationship. If you'll find negative signs, chained, broken, and very badly deformed, this is not considered as a very good sign for someone entering into marital ties. And let's say, for example, if you have found the most dreaded sign, the till, the dot, the mole, and the crossbar, this would increase, and this would increase the possibility and kind of indicate towards legal divorce. So this is how this Rati Rekha is seen as. What I am doing is that we found the Yav sign, the wheat Rekha, wheat line, and we are going down towards the palm side and marking and aging all these lines which have their mention in the Hindu palmistry books. They get aged from the finger side going towards the other side of the thumb. The total age is considered as the 80 years of the age. The center point is taken as a 38 to 42 years of the age. This is the core of the Hindu palmistry. You will not find its mention in majority of the books of the palmistry, and you might even face initial difficulties in decoding and understanding this, but once you have understood it to the core, trust me, your analysis will remain to be very accurate. So next is, we have discussed the Rati Rekha. Next is the Malika Rekha, which is very important. So the three lines which holds the most importance is, the first was the wheat line, second was this Rati Rekha, the line of desire, and now the third is the Malika Rekha, which is the line where the thumb joins the palm. So this is the Rekha which I am talking about. So this also tells about someone's financial prospect, someone's marital harmony. So any point of time, if you will find it in an unafflicted condition, in a good formation, and along with that, the first line, the wheat line, the Pushpa Rekha, is also making an eye kind of formation. So this would just indicate good prosperity, good harmony in someone's life. If you have spotted a till kind of formation, a dot till kind of formation, this would indicate weakness, health, weakness, and would indicate towards badness and some kind of threat to someone's health. And the aging it, detecting the time span is also very easy. You have to start from over here. The center point would just tell about 38 to 42 years of the age. You just need to divide it in 3 equal parts and assess it accordingly. Next is the Kesar Rekha. Kesar Rekha is again associated with the planet Jupiter. Kesar is a Hindi word for the saffron word. So any point of time you will find this over here. This line, the Kesar Rekha, the saffron line, is seen in a vertical kind of formation. So any point of time you will find it over something like this. This would just indicate that the person will get good opportunities in the life. So these lines are very rare. You might even need to use the magnifying glass in order to decode these lines carefully. So the case is, if these lines are not present, it is not considered as very bad. If they are present and if they are thick, which will not be considered as good. This might even indicate that the person will get the opportunities, but equivalent level of obstacles, impediments and threats would remain to be there in that person's life. But if these vertical lines are found in a hair kind of thinness kind of formation on the second flange, these vertical lines, this would consider this will be seen as that the person will get good opportunities and good kind of ideas and good well wishers to progress in his life. So this was an exclusive video on a Yav kind of pattern. I hope you guys found this video informational. For further more updates and notification on palmistry, please subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page. Thanks.